Superstar Texas Wrestling from the Longhorn Ballroom. And our next bout featuring this big man, Bull Man Down. There he is, shaggy and ready and tough and mean. And he came in, Doyle King, wearing a black and white kind of cowhide. I wonder if he is a Holstein bull.
Well, I don't know, but he does come in with that and has such a crazed look in his eyes, too, as here comes Steve Do It To It Cox.
Do It To It from Tulsa, Oklahoma. He and I were reminiscing over Tulsa and Muskogee. We'll go into that another sometime.
Right.
But this young man is, well, a fantastic superhero type, isn't he, Doyle?
He sure is. And such a developed body and so talented with the maneuvers and the execution of wrestling ability that he puts forth. He gives 110% every time he enters the ring.
Yeah, he'd be wonderful to have on a football team because he loves to do that. He is developing, or has developed, I understand, a kind of a Russian, what do you call it, side sweep?
Yeah, a side leg sweep into the, well, almost a backdrop type of a side suplex type move, and it's really done him good. Let's go down to the ring announcer, Chuck Fulton.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your second match of the evening. One fall, 20-minute time limit. In the blue corner, weighing in at 290 pounds, from Stampede, Texas, Bull Man Down. And in the red corner, weighing in at 240 pounds, from Tulsa, Oklahoma, Steve Do It To It Cox. Referee Rick Manning.
Well, if you live in Stampede, you got to be in Texas, and Bullman is ready to go without the bell. But that's kind of a way a herd would do it.
Right,
watch Steve Cox, Doyle. Wow.
Boom. Look at those right hands.
And you learned that in Tulsa.
That's the big man down on his back, some 290 pounds of Bullman Downs there. Cox outweighed by about 40 pounds or so here.
But I tell you one thing, the difference, look at Steve Cox's physique. It is molded, chiseled, rather than the sort of accidental physique that Bullman Downs had. And that means that Steve Cox is rippling with muscles that have yet to be tested. But Downs is dangerous.
He sure is. He was trained by Killer Tim Brooks.
Speaks for itself.
Brought up in that type of wrestling. He's mean, he's dirty, he's rough, he's tough, and he'll use any trick in the book. But look at Cox. That looks beautiful.
A lift and a drop and a count of one, and Bullman Downs on his back. I've always wondered how somebody like Killer Tim Brooks could be from such a lovely city as Waxahachie. But then it happens to better places. But right now, Bullman Downs. Standing in is Steve Cox. The rip, and that causes you to let go of anything. Here's the Bullman. Oh, underneath. On top. Great move, Doyle, by Steve Cox.
This could be it right here. Look at Cox.
He's ready.
Working up the crowd. Do it to it. Forearm shiver.
And
Snapmare's Bullman Downs over, goes into that chin lock.
He's got him right up. It's almost into a sleep hole, not quite. But the Bullman, his eyes are bulging a bit right now with the pressure put on by this strong young man, Steve Cox. Well, you're talking about exciting men. Steve Cox, Steve Casey, Brian Adias. These are the superstars of Superstar Texas Wrestling.
And they're all right here every Tuesday night.
Nice move underneath by the Bullman, letting his rider collapse into the top corner bundle. And now taking charge again. And this is where just sheer weight and power, Doyle, can do somebody in like Steve.
Bullman Downs loves to use those boots, the big forearms, the elbows, the body slams, and his patented finishing maneuver where he uses a headbutt, a bull charge, he calls it. What a clothesline that was.
I thought he was going to go into that bull charge, but he holds it up, and Cox fights right back. And somebody like Cox, ripped across the eyes again. Really needs to move and stick and move like in boxing. With a big man like this, that you can probably keep it out of his way. But once you get caught like this, you're in trouble.
You are, and Cox in a little bit of trouble right now as Bullman holds that side headlock on him.
Cox leaning in, keeping things tight right now, recovering right now, just getting his breath, getting his eyesight back, and trying to slip out, extricate himself, which he does, and give him a chance to breathe. And that's Bullman doesn't want that to happen. And Cox buys a little more time.
Little thrust kick there, backs back into the corner.
Nicely done again.
Cox now. Another forearm shiver.
Another, and push him down. Finish him off. Go with a count. 1-2, but not enough. And Bullman is not whipped yet. Not by a long shot.
Cox now pushing back into the ropes.
Here he comes.
Bullman for the ride. Cox.
Oh, nice kick.
Yeah.
Well, we saw Steve Casey coming up in the air with that one, and here is Steve Cox coming up with his. Doing it to him. In the corner buckle again, getting some thrust off the ropes, and away he goes.
Bullman reversed it.
Kicking the dirt, drives
Oh,
in.
he went for that bull charge, but he sure missed and came into that buckle hard. And the big man, oh, here it is, that Russian leg sweep.
The sweep,
Cox
on top. 2 and 3 Doyle, a win by Steve Cox.
And once again, Steve Cox did it to it.
And he said before the bout, I'm going to go full blast 110 and put him away. Here's the ring announcement.
The winner of this match in 3 minutes and 30 seconds, Steve Do It To It Cox.
And do it to it he did. A beautiful execution. This is perfection of a maneuver in motion. This is the way a Russian leg sweep works to win you a match. Next on the SST, I'll ask Brian Adias about the way he won against Steve Casey. It's coming up on Superstar Texas Wrestling.